I want everyone to say it with me now, all right? On the count of three. 1, 2, 3. I think the first place to start with this is respect. I think that's the first place to start with this because I've been saying this for quite a while. And what I've been saying is Rafa Benitez is the most underrated manager in the world. Now, we have managers who are overrated. So managers like Simeone, Pep slightly, and I'd even say Pochettino. But we're not just looking at guys who are underappreciated and are not really given the kind of love that they deserve. I have to put Rafa Benitez in there because this is a guy who, in difficult situations where he doesn't have the best players, he's able to get the best thing. So Rafa Benitez is the best example of what a manager is, where I may not have the best players, I may not have the most of the resources, but I can still get to results with what I have. We saw what he did in 2005. I don't care anyone who says you can't name me a better dud than what he did in 05. He's now coming to Everton. What do these guys have? Look at the players that United have. Greenwood is one of the best young players in the world. Pogba, world class. Cristiano Ronaldo, greatest goal scorer we've ever seen. Cavani, international world class striker. Varane, World Cup winner. 4-time UCL winner. Like the amount of talent that United have is crazy. Because when I just look back, I say, wait, whoa, like the amount of guys that Man United can actually bring onto the pitch and the amount of firepower they have is crazy. And the fact that Everton were able to hold these guys and only breached once through Martial. And pretty much, let's keep it real. How many clear-cut opportunities did United have? How many times did United really open up Everton? For me, 1,000% Rafa Benitez destroyed Ole. From a tactical point of view, he destroyed him. Because for United, playing at the crib, playing at home with way better individual players, you would have expected them to have opened them up. But if you didn't know any of these teams, if you didn't know the players, you didn't know the history of the teams, you would think that these guys are on par, that there is parity between these two teams, because at no point in this game did I feel like, oh, United are so much more the better team. Look, can I just say that I'm a jinx? I'm a jinx. Prior to Martial scoring, I was like, what's this guy doing here? I'm like, okay, you want to rest Cristiano, fine. He's 36 years old. Very, very tough game against Villarreal. Good, rest him. And okay, and that was fine. Jesse Lingard. Prior to Martial scoring, this guy, there was a chance that came through where he missed a glorious opportunity. This was a free header. And he completely missed it. So I was like, how is this guy playing? And I was tweeting, mid-tweets, because I tweeted out, Martial is useless. Why does he bring on Lingard? As I was about to send the tweets, he then goes ahead and scores. And I'm like, yeah, I might be the greatest jinx in the world. And I think my jinx might have worked. My jinx might have worked. So at 1-0, it seemed as if, okay, maybe United will carry on. But you have to just give Rafa Benitez credit, because Everton just kept on knocking, And this is where, for a manager like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, you have to take the initiative, because you can't rest at 1-0. And the issue is, here's the thing. You have two choices when you're at 1-0. Either you aggressively chase the second and the third goal, or you have the defense and the team to be able to shut up shop 1-0. And if we want, we can get the second goal. But the way the game was very open. So because the game was very open, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, you now have to go and get the second goal. So when as the time continued to happen, when they didn't get the second goal, Everton always had an opportunity. And Rafa knew that, oh, we're still in this. They're not shut up shop. They're not trying to keep the ball. They're not like taking the sting out of the game. They're not trying to manage the game. They're still trying to play us. So Rafa and Everton knew, oh, we always have an opportunity. Counter-attack happens. Breakaway. And first of all, great play by Demarai Gray. That was a superb play. United got caught off guard, got caught on the overload. Doucouré gets the ball, clearly puts it to the side, and then quality niche by Townsend. Nah, that was rude. I don't care what anyone says. Now, people, I love Cristiano. Cristiano is one of my goats. He's one of my favorite players of all time. I think the guy's underwear line is stellar. For Townsend to score the equalizer and do the Sue celebration, guys, it's such a. I look at a lot at psychology. I look at a lot at mentality and so forth. The mentality to do that, is it takes some balls. It takes some balls to freaking do that. It takes some balls to be like, because he knows Cristiano's on the pitch. So he's doing it in front of him. And I'm sure Cristiano must have seen him do that celebration. So to do that Cristiano iconic Sue celebration, for me, I thought that, look, it's written in the stars. I fully was positive that, oh, look, Cristiano's going to get the goal to bring them back in the game. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. Actually, bro, you see, guys, I'm sure. Can we have a discussion about VAR? Was that offside? Was that offside? I don't know, because that didn't look offside for me. Because trust me, we would have been having a much different stream if Everton had won that game. But I think overall, Rafa Benitez is a very good manager. Everton won't get top 4, but I think Everton are going to do very well this season, and I really believe that they could finish 6th or maybe even 5th. 6th or maybe even 5th. So, and this just because you know what this shows? It's not going to be problematic for Arsenal and Tottenham as well. Because for Arsenal and Tottenham, with each given year, you have more teams saying what's up. Because right now, we already know what Leicester can do. Okay, Leicester have been having a bit of an up and down season, but they'll course correct. Now, Everton, under who I think is the most underrated manager in the world, in Rafa Benitez, these guys look high. These guys are looking at, and who knows if we can say what's up in January. So I was saying, I mean, YSK Jackson and Infinite, if you're in there, I've sent you guys the link in your Twitter DM. So YSK Jackson and Infinite, I've sent you guys the link in a Twitter DM if you guys want to join in. Remember, guys, we're doing this up until 3 because I've got Chelsea Southampton. Where did it go wrong for Man United? So so second half comes and Cavani comes off. So you have, and that's the issue. That's therein lied the issue there. So you bring out Cavani, and that's your focal point striker. So you have Sancho, Pogba, Cristiano. You have all these guys, and there are many weapons on here. But Everton are the team playing away from home. They've just gotten an equalizer away from home. They're going to sit back. And here's my thing. Unless you have extremely high IQ, superb passes like a David Silva, Fabregas, and so forth, it is advisable. You don't have to take my word for it, but it is advisable you play a striker. It is advisable that you have oops. Oh, God. I sent you guys the wrong link. Sorry. I sent you guys the wrong link, man. All right. Sorry. All right. There you go. Guys, I've sent you the right link right now. All right. Hold up. Yeah, YSK, I've sent you the right link down. So, yeah. So, the fact that you took off a focal point striker, that's problematic. Because right now, if you now have Everton playing men behind the ball, you may need to go out and cross the ball. And if you can't go out and cross the ball, what the hell are you going to do? So it's made it almost, because I mean, how many clear-cut chances did United really create? How many times did they really make Pickford say what's up in that second half? Not many times. So let me just bring in this boys because we only have like a few minutes to say what's up. YSK, talk to me, man. Talk to me.
Bro, you know I don't like to be disrespected. I'm gonna find Andrews Townsend, bro. I'm gonna get some people on it,
bro. That was rude. That was disrespectful. And he did it like you could see like the veins in his neck popping out. So it was like so like to
yeah,
do
no,
that.
It was even worse because he botched it on purpose as well. Like
he didn't force.
Yeah. It was bad. That was bad.
Yeah, man. Listen, this game just proves my point that these guys didn't buy Cristiano for any footballing reason. They just brought him for vibes, man. Like there was no reason to bring him on that early in the game. Cavani was doing his
Vibes
thing.
FC.
Cavani was doing his thing. Martial was
Mm.
doing well. And then out of nowhere, just to please the crowd, just to get a cheap pop from the crowd, this guy brings on Cristiano for no footballing reason whatsoever. I honestly, I don't have uh, uh, first half was decent. Shout out to Lindelof. I thought he had one of the best defensive games I've seen him
Mm.
play against Gray. De
So,
Gea again made key
okay.
saves.
Who do you blame for the Townsend goal? Is that just a team thing or an individual thing?
Well, I mean, this is why I want Fred Flintstone far away from Manchester as possible. Bro, in that position, you take a foul for the team. Like you don't try and outstrength people and do all of that nonsense. You try and take the man out.
Yeah.
Why are you? But you pace Gray firstly. You clearly don't. You clearly don't have the strength to do anything. Just take the man out. And also, that was also sloppy from Bruno in the corner. Terrible corner. He just gave it to the Everton players. Bro, honestly, at the end of the day, this comes down to one guy and the guy on my AV, bro. Because he made nonsensical changes in fifth. Like we it's like is if he's almost trolling us.
Wait.
We said.
Did Cristiano come on after the Townsend goal or before? It was before the Townsend.
Yeah,
it was before.
It was before
Yeah,
that.
it was
But we
before.
were in control of the game, and the thing is, you bring on Cristiano when you have a 2-0 lead, 2-0 lead in the final 10 minutes. Rest this guy. You don't have to constantly play him.
Mm.
Give him a chance to rest, and he's got the international break coming up as well.
Because I was just trying because I would understand you bring on Cristiano after Townsend has got okay. Look, this is the goal freak. Let him come on and just sort of like give us a goal from somewhere. But if it's 1-0 up, okay, Everton are okay, but you're winning 1-0. You don't need to sort of bring him on. So there was no need to bring him on. But then again, it goes back to the whole thing of is there pressure to bring him on? But let me bring it in because I want to make sure that you guys can speak before 3 p.m. Look, Southampton, yes. Infinite, talk to me. Actually, let me just quickly hit this and then Infinite comes to you. So Alex B says, why would Ole give Cristiano Ronaldo only 25 minutes in a big game? Should he have even given him any minutes? That's the whole thing. Like, my main thing is that was there actually any need to even bring him on?
There was no need for him to come on. That's all.
No need whatsoever.
And talk on Sancho and his Bundesliga tax, #fraud. I'll keep it with you. Sancho, well, this is probably the best game I've seen from Sancho.
Yeah.
He played decent in the game once.
Yeah, this is the best. Like it's the Sancho I know from Dortmund was coming back there. So Infinite, talk to me, bro. Talk to me.
I'm gonna read out a list of our first 65 games, bro. Leeds, Southampton, Wolves, Newcastle, West Ham in the league, obviously, Aston Villa, and Everton. Can I ask you, out of those games, how many should we be winning, and should we be top of the league with the squad that we have?
Oh, yeah.
Have we filled both of those requirements that I just asked you? We're not top of the league. And we've barely what there's a lot of draws, bro. Now that I'm looking at this, there's a lot of draws. And most of these games, I can't really say we completely bossed the game, we had possession, we created chances, and we scored. Even the Newcastle game when we scored 4 goals, bro.
Yeah.
Only the last goal, the Lingard goal, that was only the real good build up that I saw. Like the dummy from Martial, the pass inside, dribbling with Pogba. That was the only real goal out of that game, dude. And I said this at the start of the season, bro. And you said, "Oh no, because we have Ronaldo. He can carry us to the league. He can score like 30 Gs, bro." I told you we can't outscore teams. There's a balance to the game, and also Bruno. This is the thing I've seen with Bruno.
He had a pretty good game. And for me, I'm one of those guys who is not the biggest Bruno fan, but the guy did some pretty interesting things in the game, though. But but my thing is that there was when in that second half and so forth, you have weapons, Sancho, Greenwood, Cristiano, Pogba, but you need a focal point. You need a striker.
Yeah.
So I was just looking at all of these weapons outside the 18-yard box. But when you're playing a team who are playing away from home, who now have to set it back, you have to have a guy who just occupies their two central defenders, and there's just someone in there. So once
Bro,
I take off Cavani, and there's no
why
one in
didn't he
there.
keep on? Why didn't he keep Cavani on and put Cristiano on the left? If you really
Yep,
want to bring
because
Martial
removing
up
Cavani completely removed energy from the attack, bro. Completely.
Totally.
Because that's how
And
Cavani
it's made it
is.
very easy for Everton because Everton like, we don't have. So our two central the defenders, Yeremina, and I think it's King. We don't have to worry about the movement of that guy. So now what now happens is you need to be really imaginative to now try and create something for your runners. Because without that focal points in there against a team who will now sit deep because it's 1-1, you're gonna have to be very inventive to now create something. So
Yeah.
bro. Today could have been twice as worse. To be honest with you, like the guy
because
Yeremina, bro.
Wan-Bissaka almost screwed up because he was completely no man's land and it was just a fraction offside. It was a fraction.
And then out of all people, Yeremina, bro, this guy, aka Messi's biological son,
He's puppet.
this guy had the audacity to dance after seeing a goal like that, bro. He had no
He's
shame
a
whatsoever.
copper though.
But
He's like that.
Imagine if Everton had actually won because you would have had the SIUUUU celebration from Townsend and
bro, that's what I mean, bro.
Macarena.
Bro, the fear factor is completely gone. Guys don't care when they come to Old Trafford anymore, bro.
Bro,
it's the vibes.
It's bad when Aston. Oh, sorry.
So let me just quickly. So Zoteng TV says HH Ole out. Fred is soft at wet tissue paper. Ole isn't getting you have to just accept it. He's not getting sacked, which is why, as much as that Villarreal thing was amazing, it's bad because it's like it's number. But every single time these things happen, it just actually Ole is like a cat times 2. He's got 18 lives. The guy just keeps coming back because my thing is that yes, as good as that Villarreal thing is, it buys him more time. So you can say, "Oh, Ole out," but people say, "Oh, but look at what happened against Villarreal. We're now back in the game." And then who knows? You play City, you could not beat City. So the issue is Ole will, when he's back against the wall, he'll always come out with a win. Whereas if the real thing to do is, of course, he has to be sacked, 100%, because he clearly isn't the manager to get the best out of this. Because my thing is that the amount of talent United have, because as I was watching, I said, wait a minute. So if Martial starts scoring right now and Rashford is also coming, there is no team in the Premier League that has as much attacking talent as Man United.
Yeah, but bro, it comes down to this guy again. Martial just scored. This guy give him an opportunity to gain his confidence back. You taking him on 50 minutes into the game. What do you think it's gonna make him feel, bro?
Exactly. That's telling him, whatever I do and score, that's not gonna change a thing.
Wait. When was he brought off, Martial?
Like 53 minutes.
Yeah. Right after.
See, that's bad
management. No, I think
Martial
actually had a knock. I think Martial had a knock in the game.
Okay.
But the Cavani thing made zero sense.
Yeah.
HH, you heard the news. Loman will not be. Oh yeah, I heard, which is Barcelona. No, we'll talk about it tonight. Barcelona from Wilinko Wavage man who says Demarai Gray turned into Dutch Dick Grayson, aka Prime Robin. Everton should have won, took their chances better than Man United. For me, as I said again, like before you guys came on, I said like you have to. Rafa Benitez destroyed Ole in this game completely from a tactical point of view, because I said that if you have the inferior team and you can step to a far superior team, because for me, if you watch, because I like to just look at just games in a whole macro sense. If you just watch the game, it's if you didn't know anything about the teams, you wouldn't know that the team in red are much better than the team in blue. It's like, oh, this seems pretty even. And if it's pretty even, Benitez is doing something right. Ole probably not doing something well. Because my thing is, I always say, like, when you're 1-0 up, you have two choices. You go out and aggressively get that second goal, or you manage the whole game, take this thing out of the whole game. Ole said, oh, I'm going to get the second goal now. Okay, if you're going to get the second goal, shouldn't you keep a striker on? And especially when you're winning 1-0, don't you want to just maintain that vibe and that psychology? Because again, it makes sense to change it if it's 1-1. 1-1. No, you're winning.
Bro, I don't know why
you don't need to change. You're winning.
I don't know why he's so obsessed with the double pivot. Like, just switch off for a game. Like, why are you so obsessed with this? Playing Fred with McTominay and a double pivot. Why are you trying to accomplish by doing that, bro?
So actually, so you're one of the, oh, thank you, man. Thank you, man. I'm doing my best, man. I'm doing my best, man. Thank you for the love, man. Thank you. You see, my thing is, look, it's one of those things where I think United, basically, as the best thing for rivals is Ole, because it's like on one hand, I'm like, oh my gosh, these guys are a threat. There is no team with the attacking firepower that United have. Like, it's the amounts of attacking individual quality they have. Nobody has that. You know, like Liverpool, Man is up and down. Jota is there. Firmino, Man City, Grealish is overrated. Okay, like Greenwood, Pogba, Bruno, Cristiano, Cavani, Rashford, Sancho. I've named you like 5, 6, 7 guys. So, and one, you're like, oh my, this guy's going to be a threat. But if a manager makes changes to negate that threat, then as a rival, that's why you guys are saying, only in. Keep this guy in the job, because this guy is not going to utilize the players who should lead United to this title. They should.
Bro,
But this is already points dropped again.
See, guys who defend Oli, they're like, our team is completely imbalanced. Like, we have too many attacks. If you give the team to the right guy, he will utilize those attackers, bro. And the problem is, this guy again, it comes down to simplistic things, bro. Keeping Cavani on, a guy who's helping us in the final with the pressuring and everything. Why would you take Cavani off for Cristiano for no apparent reason, bro? Like, I can't. If a United fan can please give me a footballing reason as to why Cristiano came on. Anyone, just give me a reason as to why he came on, bro. There's no logical sense behind it, bro. I told you, this guy brought him for Priastan. That's it.
Okay. Let me sort of play conspiracy theorist here. Do you think that Ole is sort of pressured to try and bring on Cristiano whenever he can?
Well, Ronaldo asked for the ball to go to him more. Like, if you haven't seen, Ronaldo's been talking a lot, dude. Like, he's been asking for the ball to get to him more. But the thing is, what was it? It was the Villarreal game last week, bro. The thing is, with Ronaldo, like, the link up play is not there, because I see Bruno. Bruno feeds the ball to Ronaldo a lot. Like, that's how Bruno and Ronaldo have been. They're Portuguese, the link is there. Other than Bruno feeding the ball into Ronaldo, he doesn't really have a link with any other player. Like, even when Bruno plays the ball to Ronaldo and Mason is making a run down the wing, I see Mason getting frustrated with Ronaldo sometimes, bro. And if that's not just me, I see him getting frustrated. That's the thing. But yeah.
So look, man. I mean, I'll be real with you. Like, if I'm gonna, if I want to be a reverse jinx, I'll be like, hey, go Naldo, and everything, blah blah.
Well, it worked. It worked today. Well done. Well done.
Oh no, 100. Like, hands up. Because I know how it's worked against me in Villarreal. I was like, Cristiano's gonna score, goal. Naldo's gonna do it and everything.
Bro, it was like there was too much, bro. Yeremina dancing, Andros Townsend, Sue, and then you saying goal.
No, but do you know? But do you know how? Did you see the tweet I put out about Martial? Do you know that was literally? I was like, Martial, what is this guy? And he then scored. I was like, and then so basically that was actually happening live. I was like, my jinx is, it's like, basically it's not even funny now. It's actually scary. It's like,
I'm saying you have to be careful with that, bro. Lives might be on the line someday, bro. Like, you have to be careful with that.
No, probably no. I am going to be fully careful, man. Abu says, YSK, will you take Setien or Loman, and where is Led? I think Led is hiding, man. Led is definitely hiding, man. Led is definitely hiding.
Wait, is Abracadabra a Barca fan?
I think he is. He might, but I think he is.
I mean, we don't all get lubricated by Benfica in the
so look, okay. Before we go, because I wanted to go to this Chelsea game. Would you sack Ole now?
I mean, I would have him gone as soon as possible, to be honest.
So if you're to sack him now, who would you then bring in, or would you just put in a case? So let's say realistically, If it's a second now, realistically, who would you now be able to put it?
That's the thing. That's the thing. I have no idea because
That's the problem now.
everyone want to go
Yeah.
to Zidane, bro. But Zidane, here's the thing. I rate this guy's Champions League ability, bro. I rate it so much. What he did was unprecedented. But he had a team of professionals from 1 to 11 and
It was an
on
amazing
the
team.
benches.
Yeah.
Just
Like,
a team full of
give Zidane
leaders,
his credit.
left, right, and center.
Give Zidane his credit. That means give Zidane.
course,
Zidane
of course,
deserves credit,
of course.
but he had here. I mean, that was a crazy.
Listen, put it this way.
and
Put
it
it this way.
peaked Cristiano.
He'll do a better job of utilizing Cristiano, Pogba, and the likes of those dudes better than this guy, man. I can guarantee that.
Let me reword Willing Kubavich, who says, "Will a new manager be given the time and backing as Ole? He might want Sancho, Rashford, or Ronaldo out and want to complete
No chance.
rebuild."
No chance.
No.
The only reason, bro, I'll tell you this right now. If this was Uncle Mo, bro, he's already sacked.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
He's already gone.
yeah. No, I mean, no. Ole, like that goal he scored in 1999 has given him way more opportunities than he deserves. 100%. It's given him way more opportunity than he deserves because it's like there are guys who have won trophies in the amount of time that Ole has been my manager. So I say, so guys, what are the kids? Guys, before you go, subscribe, and we will. And depending on what happens in the Chelsea game,
We want
If-
Tim, man. We want
if
Tim to
Chelsea
rise.
screw up,
Tim's must
I might
rise.
be back.
Tim's
So
must
I might-
rise. Tim's
I
must
might be
rise.
back here. I'll be
HH,
back
will
here.
you take Martial over Ziyech? Would you take Martial over Ziyech?